Okay, I'm on the JMT trail. I'm about 2 miles in so far. Feeling pretty good. My Achilles isn't hurting too bad. Not too many mosquitoes so far. I'm also going on a cooler day, which is nice. Water is definitely raging. I already got checked for my permit once, so make sure you have that. And otherwise, it's going pretty good so far. I'm excited to get into the snow. Maybe I'll see a bear. I'm not scared of bears. Maybe I should be. I'm kind of scared of mountain lions. Alright, signing out. So I took the dry trail to not get wet, but I'm gonna get wet anyways. So that is a waterfall onto the trail. Lovely. I am very wet and cold as I just went through that. I don't know if you can see it, but it is a waterfall onto the trail. Whew, exciting. So there's a deer right off the trail. I don't know if you can see it. See how long it stays there. It is continuing to graze. Does not seem very disturbed by me. I'm sure it'll move when I get closer because I'm literally gonna walk a foot away from it. Hey deer. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna walk right by you, okay? Hi. Oh, he does not care about me at all. Graze, graze, graze. Hey buddy, you're pretty. Hey. Look at that, I'm like 6 feet away. I could lay out and touch it. So I'm about mile 8 right now. I have about 2 more to go. I want to camp at 10. That's going to be at 8,500 feet, which at all accounts, that's kind of where the snow starts. I'm doing well. My Achilles was hurting earlier, but actually now I've sort of sat down and iced it in the water like 3 miles ago. And since then, it's been actually pretty good. I've been seeing tons of people until Clouds Rest Junction, which was at mile 6.5. And now I haven't seen anyone, and I'm pretty attuned to the fact that I might not see anyone else, which I was expecting, but it's still just like a tiny bit worrisome. I'm in a burn area right now with a really nice creek going through, so it just goes to show that through death flows life. Deep. Anyways, 2 more miles. Hopefully I'm not eaten by a mountain lion. And hopefully I never get lost, but so far it's been pretty easy to follow the trail, and I've got a lot of battery left, and it's pretty easy to follow overall. Alright, hopefully I'll check in 2 more miles at my campsite. I am at mile like 9.3 at 8,100 feet, and I just encountered my first little snow patch. It is just one big lump, and then it's back to dry trail. It's pretty slippery. It's definitely melting. Don't think I should need to put on crampons just for this. It's kind of high, so I will stop videotaping so I can use both of my poles to get down. Alright, peace. I just did my first glissading ever, if you don't count sledding. Nailed it! Alright, I'm about at 8,400 feet, 8,400 feet, and it is now continuous snow. I just put my micro spikes on for the first time, since I might as well. I actually only have about half a mile to go till where I was gonna camp, but at this rate, since there's not a lot of dry patches, I might just keep going and see how far I can get, make the next few days easier. We shall see. It's only like 4, so if I stop now, I'll have a lot of downtime. And I think if I could make it to High Sierra Camp, I'd have a higher chance of seeing other people there. There's definitely tracks, and it snowed on Monday. Today's Tuesday, so I'm either following today's footprints or yesterday's footprints. They're not super easy to follow, but easy enough. And I've got my GPS, which is good. Alright, maybe I'll see half a mile, maybe I'll keep going, let's see. Alright, bye. Okay, so a lot happened in maybe half a mile, 0.7 miles. Basically, I'm gonna make camp. I'm not gonna go over any farther. I don't know if this is the official campsite, and I don't know if I'm exactly 100 feet away from the water, but it's the only dry spot I can find for miles, and it's reasonably flat, so I'm going to take it. To be honest, I'm a little bit freaked out. Navigation wasn't a problem. I was always able to stay on trail, but the big slopes up and down, sometimes really steep, definitely snow bridges. It's just scary to do it by myself. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna camp here and practice my snow skills that I came out here for here using my ice axe. And I think I might head back tomorrow because, yeah, I don't know. It just freaked me out. I might not go all the way down. Maybe I'll go down to, since I have 3 days here, I can do whatever I want really. I might just go down to Lower Yosemite and camp there again. Maybe no, I can't do Half Dome, but I can hike up a little ways from Half Dome. But anyways, I mean, I'm doing great, but it's a little scarier than I thought it would be. And I just wouldn't want to do it myself. If I had somebody else with me, I think I'd be totally fine. It also sucks that I hit the snow right at 3 or 4, so it's 4:40 right now. So I'm definitely not going to hike any farther like I thought I would. And I don't know that I'll go to Cathedral Lakes because the point isn't for me to go to Cathedral Lakes. The point is for me to get snow experience, and there is plenty of snow at 8,500 feet. And so that's what I'm going to use. And then, I don't know, on the John Muir Trail, I think there'll be more people end of July. There'll be less snow end of July. And hopefully I'll find other people to hike with through snow because it definitely freaks me out by myself. So that's what I learned about myself. Okay, so I think this will be my last video of the night. It's about 7:20 or so. I'm currently bundled up because it is cold. I think it's going to be below freezing. So it's really going to push the limits and see if my sleeping bag and my other gear is going to be handling it. I'm not surprised by this, but I'm definitely freaked out about mountain lions. It's so unrealistic for me to ever see one, but I constantly feel like I have to look behind myself. I'm currently keeping my ice axe in my tent with me because this is going to be my mountain lion weapon. But otherwise everything's gone well. My tent site is pretty level overall. I think just barely 100 feet away from the water. And I had dinner. I couldn't finish all of it. I've probably burned like 4,000 calories today, according to my Fitbit. And I ate like maybe 2,000. I don't know. I'm scared that if I eat too much, I'm gonna like get sick, and I don't want to go outside too much in the night because there could be mountain lions. But anyways, I feel safe in my tent, so that's good. So yeah, I think the plan tomorrow is just gonna be to pack up kind of early, get to the very edge of the snow, and then practice some snow skills, and then go to Little Yosemite Valley to camp for the next night, and then I'll be out pretty early, which is good anyway, so that I don't have to come back so late. Yeah, so hopefully I am not too cold at night, and hopefully I sleep well, and I stop being stupid about things that are not reasonable. What other thing, I was really stupid when I got to camp because my feet were soaked from there's a few stream crossings that, maybe shin deep, not very bad. But anyway, so my feet were soaked, my socks were soaked, and so I put on my nice, dry, warm wool socks. And then I still had to do other camp chores. So then I put on my shoes. And now those socks are soaked. So now I have 2 pairs of soaked socks, which was just really dumb. I luckily decided, just in case, to bring a third, super thin pair of socks along. For nighttime in case both of them got soaked tomorrow, not today. So I'm going to use those, and in future, don't do that. Always stay in your cold wet socks until the nighttime, because otherwise you have 2 pairs of cold socks, and that was stupid. I hope they're probably going to freeze, let's be honest. Yeah. So I just want to show the conditions. So there's all these mounds by the trees. There are snow bridges, but as you can see, I would not trust them. And then there's also open water, and then pretty steep banks, so they're pretty hard to cross. I'm gonna cross right here. It's gonna be about shin deep. My feet are gonna be extra wet, but it's just easier that way. and I will send some more updates in a little bit. So here's another look. Most of the trees have melted down, so you have these little, it's hard to see in the camera, but there's like these ridges that you basically have to walk across. Of course I'm videotaping, which is stupid. And yeah, there is no path to be seen, occasional dry patches, and you just gotta make your way through. It's really hard to know, I know which direction to head, but it'd be nice if there was a landmark to head towards. Otherwise, I'm just checking the app a ton. It's much better this morning. Okay, I just did my job. I practiced self-resting on this hill right here. And it was fun. Obviously didn't choose a very high hill, so as a beginner. This snow is perfect for it. Like, I wouldn't even drag, I would just chunk and I'd stop right away. So obviously it's not always gonna be like that, but I feel like I have the technique down for both hands. I even did on my back head first, which I did not like, but I did. So hopefully I never fall like that. So I just post-holed badly for the first time. I am, I can't tell if you see it, but I'm into my thigh. I'm actually post-holing worse at 7 in the morning than yesterday at 4. Must have never gone below freezing last night. But I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident I know where to go, and now I just get to make myself out of this hole. There is my post hole. This is fun. I am out of the snow. Hooray! There it is behind me. I'm still not on the official trail yet. I'm pretty close to it. I don't see it right now. But I'm sure I'm just like a few feet away from it, so I will find it. And then I'll make much faster time. And yeah, that was an adventure. I do feel today more confident about the John Muir Trail because in the morning it was honestly really fine. I think yesterday I just got freaked out because I set too big of a goal of myself. Like, I'm gonna go 3 more miles like this at 4:30. So it was fine. And I still think that, if I hit the snow in the mornings on the John Muir Trail, I'll be fine. And I'll also prefer to hike with somebody else when I meet them. But overall, it's good. Definitely need micro spikes. I never needed my ice axe here because it was just trees and hilly, but definitely slow going when you don't know where you're going. It's much easier when you're getting out of the snow than going into it. All right, signing out. There's a bear right there. Hi, bear. You leave me alone. I leave you alone. And we're gonna be okay. But don't you come over here. I've got nothing for you. Look how confident and mean I sound. Better watch your back. You're not scared of me at all. That's okay, you're staying over there. Okay, so I made it to Little Yosemite Valley. It wasn't even 11 yet, so I decided I was just gonna head back, and it'll just be a out and back of 10.5 miles. But anyways, I had a good time. I was making really good speed coming down because it's so nicely graded. Henrico, I'm looking at you. My knees don't even hurt. I was doing like almost 3 miles per hour going down, not including the 1 hour it took me to do a mile in the snow, plus practice. So anyways, this will be the end of my trip in 4.5 short miles.